Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are fit and fine. So students, myself Mahima Laharia from Vijayanagar College Hospital. Today we are going to study the Pauli's exclusion principles. As already I have uploaded the above principles video. So I hope you all have watched it and you have practiced it. So before starting this topic, let me explain you that some basic things. So students, as whenever we are writing the orbitals, like 1s, so it is this 1 is our principal quantum number, this s is our azimuthal quantum number. Similarly, in the 2s, this 2 is our principal quantum number and s is our azimuthal quantum number. This tells us about the shell and this tells us about the subshells. Now suppose if it is 2px, so this is the principal quantum number. So what is n here? 2, and p is here. So what does it meaning? We already said na s, p, d, f. So what is the value of p here? It is your L, but the value of p will be 1 because s is 0, p is 1, d is 2 and f is 3. So what is this x here? So we already calculated when we solved the quantum number for the px. The magnetic quantum number value will be plus 1 as it is having 3 values. L is equals to 1. Then we are having 3 values plus 1, minus 1 and 0. So for px, it is your magnetic quantum number. So now let us start our today's topic, that is the Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's exclusion principle was first given by the Pauli in 1925. So according to this, no two electrons in an atom can exist in the same quantum state. What this principle state that no two electrons in an atom can exist in the same quantum state, or what we can say that thus no two electrons can have the same value for all the 4 quantum numbers. So as how many quantum numbers are there? We know that principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. So Pauli's exclusion principle states that no two electrons in an atom can have the same values for all the 4 quantum numbers. So now let us see how we can prove this statement. So suppose this is a 2s orbital. So students, what is n here? N is 2 and s is your 0. Is it clear? Already I discussed s, p, d and f. So what's the value of L? 0, 1, 2 and 3. So s indicates what the value of L? L value is 0 here. So if it is 2s orbital, n is 2 and L will be your 0. It indicates s subshells. Now let us see all the 4 quantum numbers for 2s orbitals, 2 electrons. So here you can see that we have taken 2 electrons, electron A and this is our electron B. Suppose for electron A, we will write all the 4 quantum numbers. For electron B also we will write all the 4 quantum numbers. So for this electron, it is inside 2s orbital only ना, किस रूम में है ये? 2s में. तो इसके लिए 2 की वैल्यू कितनी? n will be your 2. Similarly, this electron B is also in the 2s box. So for it also 2. Now tell me what will be L here? As it is 2s orbital, then L is equals to 0 for our s. So here also for A electron, L is equals to 0. For B electron also, L is equals to 0. Now what will be M here? So how we calculated M? What is the formula of M? M is equals to 2L plus 1. So what is L here? L is 0. So it will be 1. So one value on the number line is, first value on the number line is 0. So when L is 0, M is also 0. So for N is equals to 2, for both the cases, L is equals to 0 and M is also 0. But what about S? You can see which spin is this? Clockwise. So S is equals to plus half for this electron A, and for B electron, S is equals to minus half. So students, what the Pauli's principle is saying that no two electrons can have the same value for all the 4 quantum number. So if we can say that N is same for both the cases, L is same for both the cases, M is also same, but S is different. So this Pauli's exclusion principle say that if N is same, L is same, M is also same, but S will be always different. Let us take one more example for the Pauli's exclusion principle. Suppose our 2 electrons are in our 2px orbital. So I hope now you can easily tell what will be the principal quantum number as it is 2px. For electron A, what is n? N will be 2. For this electron also, what will be n? It will be 2. Principal quantum number will be 2. Then for L is equals to, it is p. So what will be? We can write 0, 1, 2, 3. So L is 1 when it is the p subshell. So we will write L is equals to 1, L is equals to 1. Now what is m value? So it is given px orbital. So in my quantum number video, I already explained how we are finding this value. Once again, you can see that when L is equals to 1, m is equals to 2L plus 1. So 2 into 1 plus 1, it will give the 3, means L subshell have, our p subshell has 3 orbitals, that is our px, py and pz. So this value, one value we will put on the number line. It extends from minus L to plus L. So plus 1 is for the px orbital. So here m will be plus 1. Similarly, this is also in the px orbital, because in one orbital 2 electron can accommodate. So px or m is equals to plus 1. So for the b electron also, m is equals to plus 1. But what about the spin quantum number? It is clockwise spin, so it will be plus half. It is anti-clockwise spin, so it will be minus half. So students, again we have seen that for both n is equals to 2, for L is equals to 1 and for m is equals to plus 1, but s are different. So this quantum number is not same. So we can conclude that an orbital can not accommodate more than the 2 electrons, and if their principal quantum number is same, azimuthal quantum number is same, magnetic quantum number is also same, but the spin quantum number will be definitely different from each other. So students, just take the screenshot and please complete your notes and just learn the topic. It is not very much